Seochodong, Seoul. A landmark location packed with courts, prosecutors' offices, and law firms. Attorney Ahn Joo-hyung is an unusual presence here. He is employed by a law firm. He has been a salaried lawyer for a full 9 years. In the legal world driven by fame and profit, capable individuals often change jobs frequently. Most last no more than 5 years before starting their own practice or becoming a partner. Ahn Joo-hyung has never entertained such thoughts. With 9 years of honed experience, Ahn Joo-hyung possesses top-tier legal competence. Yet he still quietly receives his fixed monthly salary plus bonuses. He has never harbored any grand ambitions, nor does he wish to climb higher. Even occasional losses in court leave him completely unruffled. Many other lawyers work on different floors of the same law firm building. Ahn Joo-hyung is friends with 4 of them. These friends, like him, are salaried employee lawyers. After work or during breaks each day, the 5 gather for group meals at nearby restaurants or cafes. They form a dining group. They vent to each other about various trivial frustrations encountered at work. On this day, Ahn Joo-hyung randomly pulled one file from the mountain of documents piled up in the law firm. In this case, the defendant, Mr. Park, is visually impaired and also a tax accountant. Mr. Park was sued by a certain client. According to the client, he regularly did business with Mr. Park. That day, he requested a discount on the service fee. Unexpectedly, he claims he was inexplicably beaten by Mr. Park. In the first trial, Mr. Park admitted to the assault and was subsequently convicted of assault charges. But this time, Mr. Park tells Ahn Joo-hyung he did not beat the client. He says he chose to admit guilt initially only because he didn't want the matter escalated. He didn't want it to affect his job. However, he later changed his mind, determined to reveal the truth. He refuses to bear an innocent person's blame. Faced with Mr. Park's account, Ahn Joo-hyung appears extremely calm. He neither blindly believes it, nor tries to pick holes in the story to refute it. He simply remains impassive. He states he will review the relevant evidence and then contact him. This is Ahn Joo-hyung. After 9 years as a lawyer, having encountered countless lying clients, his passion has long since faded. He treats lawyering merely as an ordinary office worker's job. He knows the real world is not a television drama. He never speaks of ideals or passion. While reviewing the materials, Ahn Joo-hyung discovered a piece of message evidence submitted by the plaintiff. The recording clearly captured Mr. Park committing violence against the client. Photographs of the plaintiff's injured body parts in the documents also appeared to corroborate this claim. To verify Mr. Park's completely opposite statement, Ahn Joo-hyung reluctantly rose from his office chair. It seemed he would have to visit the scene. Leaving the law firm, Ahn Joo-hyung arrived at Mr. Park's apartment yawning. With a scrutinizing gaze, Ahn Joo-hyung noticed Mr. Park's apartment had been completely renovated. The interior layout was entirely different from before the incident. Additionally, the blind Mr. Park very expertly served water to Ahn Joo-hyung. Each of these small details was noted by Ahn Joo-hyung. Regarding the recording and photographs, Mr. Park explained, claiming the client broke items himself. He said the client spoke strange words and even hit himself. He orchestrated this framing plot against Mr. Park. Even the alleged discussion about a service fee discount, Mr. Park insisted never happened. Ahn Joo-hyung acutely sensed something was wrong. If no argument occurred between the 2 men, why would the client come to Mr. Park's apartment for no reason? To stage a deceptive act? Ahn Joo-hyung concluded internally that Mr. Park was hiding something. Back at the law firm, Ahn Joo-hyung meticulously checked every document. Ultimately, through rigorous logical analysis, he uncovered the truth. During their next meeting, Ahn Joo-hyung informed Mr. Park of his deduction. He discovered the client's registered address was identical to Mr. Park's address in the household registry. In other words, they were not simply a tax accountant and client. They were same-sex partners living together. Exposed, Mr. Park admitted Ahn Joo-hyung's deduction was correct. He and the client were former partners who had broken up. To avoid misunderstanding, the man disclosed everything he had hidden. According to his account, after they broke up, he demanded repayment of money lent during the relationship. The other man refused, leading to their conflict. He lied in the first trial because he didn't want their secret of coming out to be exposed. He wanted to protect his ex-partner's privacy. Ahn Joo-hyung saw the flaw immediately. If that was the case, Why then would Mr. Park change his mind and choose to appeal? Mr. Park remained silent. Ahn Joo-hyung spoke the remaining truth for him. Because Mr. Park wanted to protect his tax accountant license. After the first trial, his license faced revocation. Mr. Park weighed the situation and deemed ruining his future to protect his ex-partner unwise. During the court appearance, as Mr. Park's defense attorney, Ahn Joo-hyung completely denied the plaintiff's accusations. Yet he did not disclose their former partner relationship. He only stated they were close friends with a debt issue. He submitted evidence based on his observations at Mr. Park's home that day. This proved the plaintiff deliberately injured himself to frame Mr. Park. Through Ahn Joo-hyung's persuasive arguments, Mr. Park was acquitted in the second trial. Afterwards, Mr. Park thanked Ahn Joo-hyung. Ahn Joo-hyung remained cold as ice. Despite winning, he didn't fully believe Mr. Park's account. Defending clients, for him, was simply a job requiring rational judgment. It involved no emotional involvement. Outside work, Ahn Joo-hyung participated in blind dates. Each time he appeared gentlemanly toward the women, yet remained distant. He verbally agreed to meet again, but immediately deleted their contact details afterward. That evening, the dining group gathered at a new location. They were seeing off a friend who was resigning. Following this resignation, attorney Kang Hee-ji came to the law firm building to interview for the vacancy. Kang Hee-ji had less than a year of work experience, making her a newcomer to the legal field. She was idealistic about the real world. On her first day at work, Kang Hee-ji found a handover report on her desk. It specifically noted the dining group members' names at the bottom. One name was Ahn Joo-hyung. Kang Hee-ji seemed to recognize Ahn Joo-hyung. Kang Hee-ji found the dining group's contact information on her computer. She located their group chat. She scrolled through each member's profile one by one. Seeing Ahn Joo-hyung's background photo, Kang Hee-ji smiled faintly. That night, the dining group gathered again minus one member. Everyone anticipated the newcomer who would replace their resigned friend. They wondered who it might be. At that moment, Kang Hee-ji approached and saw this familiar yet unfamiliar face. Ahn Joo-hyung's eyes were filled with instant panic and shock. Ahn Joo-hyung never imagined the new member would be his old acquaintance Kang Hee-ji. After a brief moment of shock, Ahn Joo-hyung pretended Kang Hee-ji looked only vaguely familiar. Unexpectedly, Kang Hee-ji blurted out, claiming they had once been together. Ahn Joo-hyung panicked and hastily denied they had ever dated. He didn't expect Kang Hee-ji to trap him. Kang Hee-ji explained that by been together, she meant they had met in Hong Kong. At that time, Ahn Joo-hyung was still a law student. Moreover, they had agreed to meet again after returning to Korea. They considered each other decade-long confidants. Ahn Joo-hyung desperately hid his guiltiness. He asserted the reunion promise never existed. The next day, inside the law firm building's elevator, Ahn Joo-hyung proactively suggested Kang Hee-ji's memory was faulty. They never agreed to meet again. Kang Hee-ji quickly messaged him, insisting she remembered correctly. Ahn Joo-hyung's reply was just 2 perfunctory dots. Thinking of this, Kang Hee-ji wrote the word crazy next to Ahn Joo-hyung's name on the handover report. Today, the firm's representative assigned Kang Hee-ji a consultation case. A man, Mr. Jang, lives with his family in government-provided cheap public housing. Before moving in, Mr. Jang took a bank loan to pay the house's lease deposit. But recently, unable to repay this loan, bank personnel confronted Mr. Jang. According to the original agreement, Mr. Jang must forfeit the house used as collateral to the bank. Once forfeited, Mr. Jang's family will be homeless. Facing this crisis, Mr. Jang hoped the firm would provide free defense. Kang Hee-ji asked the representative if this was possible. She received a negative answer. The firm no longer does any pro bono work. From Mr. Jang, Kang Hee-ji learned the bank's lawyer worked on the floor below. Kang Hee-ji checked the documents. Indeed, the lawyer helping the bank sue Mr. Jang was Ahn Joo-hyung. Kang Hee-ji recalled that at yesterday's dinner gathering, Ahn Joo-hyung mentioned handling a real estate transfer lawsuit. Kang Hee-ji snorted softly. Basically, he was just helping banks evict tenants while acting cool. Mr. Jang begged Kang Hee-ji to assist him, hoping she could persuade the lawyer downstairs to withdraw the lawsuit. Kang Hee-ji felt conflicted. She knew Ahn Joo-hyung was merely doing his job for the bank. She had no right to interfere. At the next dinner gathering, Kang Hee-ji brought up this matter. Her words indirectly expressed dissatisfaction with Ahn Joo-hyung assisting the bank. Ahn Joo-hyung was direct. The other party failed to repay. He was simply taking measures for his client. His approach was perfectly justified. Learning Kang Hee-ji hadn't agreed to Mr. Jang's request to withdraw the lawsuit, Ahn Joo-hyung nodded with a subtle expression. Fortunately, Kang Hee-ji didn't meddle unnecessarily. Kang Hee-ji felt Ahn Joo-hyung was targeting her everywhere. She brought up their past reunion promise again. She believed if anyone should hold a grudge, it should be her against him. Ahn Joo-hyung remained expressionless. He once again emphasized he didn't know Kang Hee-ji before. At the next day's trial, Ahn Joo-hyung represented the bank in suing Mr. Jang. He demanded Mr. Jang either repay in full or surrender the house. Mr. Jang became emotional in court. He angrily accused Ahn Joo-hyung of siding entirely with the bank. He argued the government should protect vulnerable groups like him. Moreover, he wasn't deliberately avoiding debt but facing temporary financial strain. After the trial, Mr. Jang humbly asked Ahn Joo-hyung for a solution. Ahn Joo-hyung's face showed no emotion. He uttered coldly, "Mr. Jang must repay the money. As a lawyer, he must faithfully fulfill the client's demands." However, the situation took a sudden turn. The next day, Ahn Joo-hyung saw a newly issued Supreme Court precedent document. The precedent's circumstances were almost identical to Mr. Jang's dispute with the bank. According to the precedent, the bank could no longer forcibly evict the apartment tenant. In other words, if the bank continued the appeal, it might lose the lawsuit. Normally, Ahn Joo-hyung should advise the bank to withdraw the lawsuit, but he didn't intend to do so. The precedent came out last night. Mr. Jang certainly didn't know about it. Even the judge might not be aware yet. Therefore, Ahn Joo-hyung intended to conceal the precedent matter and continue helping the bank appeal. At the dinner gathering, Kang Hee-ji mentioned this precedent. She had also seen the precedent document last night. Learning Ahn Joo-hyung didn't plan to withdraw the lawsuit, Kang Hee-ji felt deeply puzzled. According to this precedent, the bank would definitely lose if the appeal continued. But Ahn Joo-hyung appeared unfazed. He hinted there was opportunity if the opposing lawyer didn't know about the precedent. Kang Hee-ji disliked Ahn Joo-hyung's trickery. She muttered again, "He wasn't just bad. He was a complete scoundrel." At the next trial, Ahn Joo-hyung came fully prepared. Unexpectedly, Mr. Jang submitted documents to the judge in court. The content was the recently issued precedent. It turned out that yesterday, to help the soon-to-be homeless Mr. Jang, Kang Hee-ji visited his home. She gave him the precedent materials. Seeing the unique first-line indentation on the documents, Ahn Joo-hyung immediately guessed Kang Hee-ji had outmaneuvered him. That specific indentation style was only used by Kang Hee-ji's law firm. Now the judge also knew about the new precedent. Ahn Joo-hyung couldn't continue the appeal. He had to state he would discuss withdrawal with his client. At the subsequent dinner gathering, facing Kang Hee-ji, Ahn Joo-hyung seemed annoyed. He blamed her for meddling unnecessarily. Kang Hee-ji defended herself. The Supreme Court had issued the latest precedent. She merely acted according to the precedent. She didn't fabricate facts. Additionally, in Kang Hee-ji's view, public housing exists to protect low-income groups like Mr. Jang. Only by following precedents could such vulnerable groups keep their hard-earned homes in the future. Kang Hee-ji believed Ahn Joo-hyung was too cruel. He only focused on helping clients. He completely lacked moral sympathy for vulnerable groups. Ahn Joo-hyung countered Kang Hee-ji's so-called morality word by word. He asked Kang Hee-ji if the bank was forced to withdraw the lawsuit. The bank suffered a silent loss and would stop lending to low-income people who won public housing lots. Then, even if these people obtained public housing, they couldn't move in due to lacking deposit funds from banks. Eventually, only ordinary citizens who obtained loans and repaid punctually would suffer losses. The world isn't distinctly divided and non-interfering. If one incident changes, corresponding factors will trigger butterfly effect-like consequences. Kang Hee-ji still couldn't accept Ahn Joo-hyung's words. Instead, she emphasized individual dignity and value. She argued Ahn Joo-hyung focused on the big picture while neglecting individuals. Both reluctantly gave each other cold shoulders. Yet privately, both Ahn Joo-hyung and Kang Hee-ji were pondering the other's words. They reflected on their own convictions. Kang Hee-ji felt gloomy. She noticed the healing location written in a senior's handover report. A university track to watch people run. At night, Kang Hee-ji went to the track. She sat on a bench and sighed softly. Ahn Joo-hyung was also there, running. During a break, he noticed Kang Hee-ji nearby. Memories of the past flooded his mind. Actually, 10 years ago, Ahn Joo-hyung and Kang Hee-ji were lovers. Back then, they had passionately kissed under the night lights. They fell in love during a trip to Hong Kong. Ahn Joo-hyung actually remembers everything from the past. They indeed agreed to meet again after returning to Seoul. But at that time, Kang Hee-ji had concerns. She worried their feelings were just a fleeting passion from the trip. Ahn Joo-hyung misunderstood. He took Kang Hee-ji's words as canceling the agreement. Moreover, after returning to Seoul, Kang Hee-ji truly did not contact him. Kang Hee-ji explained. It was because she accidentally lost the phone containing Ahn Joo-hyung's number. Kang Hee-ji blamed Ahn Joo-hyung. Anyway, it was Ahn Joo-hyung who suggested meeting first, but he never showed up. Impulsively, Ahn Joo-hyung said, "Because I liked you." After a brief pause, Ahn Joo-hyung explained again that meant back then, not now. Ahn Joo-hyung felt a bit awkward and quickly stood up to leave. On the way back, Kang Hee-ji apologized to Ahn Joo-hyung for her lack of consideration regarding the bank case. Ahn Joo-hyung generously stated he would try his best to help Kang Hee-ji in the future, but he couldn't guarantee it would meet Kang Hee-ji's expectations. Later, Kang Hee-ji took on a lawsuit. A young boy died on the day of his surgery. The boy's family filed a lawsuit. They believed the doctor's medical error caused the child's death. The surgeon and the head of the hospital affairs department came to the law firm, but their attitudes about being sued were completely opposite. The doctor wanted to apologize to the family and hoped to settle. The head flatly refused, believing it involved the hospital's reputation. Because of differing opinions, the two even argued in front of Kang Hee-ji. When leaving, the doctor spoke privately to Kang Hee-ji. He said he planned to attend the trial. He asked Kang Hee-ji to keep it secret from the head. Kang Hee-ji began reviewing the doctor's surgery video. She also sought expert opinion from a partner doctor. The doctor explained, the surgery in the video was perfectly normal. The boy's death after surgery actually involved many factors we couldn't control. Kang Hee-ji discussed the case with her 5 buddies. As a first-year rookie lawyer, Kang Hee-ji seemed somewhat emotional. She believed they shouldn't take the hospital's side to stop the doctor from apologizing. Ahn Joo-hyung reminded her not to involve personal feelings in work. Otherwise, she would lose her objectivity. But Kang Hee-ji disagreed with Ahn Joo-hyung. She argued with him again. She thought Ahn Joo-hyung was too cold and lacked empathy. The next day, while the 5 buddies were eating together, Kang Hee-ji brought up the case again. Although there was no evidence, her intuition told her something seemed suspicious about this surgery. In Kang Hee-ji's view, intuition was also a form of science. It was big data accumulated through her life experiences. Ahn Joo-hyung argued with Kang Hee-ji once more. He opposed classifying intuition as science. On the day of the medical trial, the plaintiff's lawyer presented photographic evidence in court. It proved the defendant doctor was actually left-handed. But in the surgery video, the doctor used his right hand. Therefore, the plaintiff suspected proxy surgery. However, on Kang Hee-ji's side, the doctor who promised to attend was unexpectedly absent. Shortly after, several police officers came to court and took the plaintiff's family away. The reason was the man had assaulted and stabbed that doctor. Fortunately, the doctor wasn't seriously hurt. Today's trial confirmed Kang Hee-ji's intuition. Kang Hee-ji blamed herself. If she'd discovered earlier the doctor was left-handed, today's situation wouldn't have happened. Kang Hee-ji wanted to message Ahn Joo-hyung, but after thinking it over, she gave up. Unexpectedly, Ahn Joo-hyung was also in the elevator when she entered. Kang Hee-ji pretended everything was fine. Ahn Joo-hyung noticed her sighing. He asked if she needed help. After getting confirmation, Ahn Joo-hyung went to Kang Hee-ji's office. He watched the surgery video with her. They sat too close. Their eyes unintentionally met for an instant. The atmosphere became flirtatiously ambiguous. Kang Hee-ji looked away and explained the case to Ahn Joo-hyung. Seeing Kang Hee-ji's troubled expression, Ahn Joo-hyung took her out to eat. While waiting for the elevator, both recalled their past memories. 10 years ago, Kang Hee-ji and Ahn Joo-hyung separately traveled to Hong Kong. By fate, in this unfamiliar city called Hong Kong, they kept encountering each other unintentionally. They took the same flight, the same shuttle bus, rode the same sightseeing vehicle, even stayed at the same guest house. In the small guest house, facing this unfamiliar woman he kept running into, Ahn Joo-hyung finally invited her to eat together. Now, 10 years later, the two ate instant noodles together at a convenience store. To help Kang Hee-ji, Ahn Joo-hyung brought Bae Moon-jung's husband. The man worked as a nurse practitioner in the hospital's operating room. After watching the surgery video, Bae Moon-jung's husband explained to them. During surgery, to avoid hand collision with the opposite person, left-handed doctors often use their right hand. In other words, the surgeon in the video was definitely that doctor himself. It wasn't proxy surgery. The next day, Kang Hee-ji visited the now conscious doctor in the hospital. The doctor shared his feelings. Although there was no surgical error, whenever a patient died post-surgery, he still felt guilt mixed with complex emotions of avoidance. On the way to court that day, he saw the boy's father, but he lacked the courage to face him. Now, to atone for his guilt, the doctor planned to settle with the family. He hoped to help the father get a lighter punishment. Meanwhile, the firm assigned Ahn Joo-hyung a case. It was a divorce case he disliked most. Ahn Joo-hyung tried to swap cases with Bae Moon-jung, but the firm told him the client insisted on a male lawyer. Reluctantly, Ahn Joo-hyung took the case and met the client. The man demanded he wouldn't pay alimony and property to his soon-to-be ex-wife. Soon, Ahn Joo-hyung appeared at family court representing his client. He discovered the defendant was his long-lost ex-girlfriend Park Soo-jong. In the family court, Ahn Joo-hyung clearly recognized Park Soo-jong, yet he remained extremely composed. Overwhelmed by mixed emotions, Park Soo-jong shed tears during the hearing. Kang Hee-ji also came to family court. She tried greeting Ahn Joo-hyung, who walked toward her, but Ahn Joo-hyung ignored her completely. Kang Hee-ji soon noticed Park Soo-jong's presence. She observed Park Soo-jong casting brief, subtle glances at Ahn Joo-hyung. Kang Hee-ji realized they likely knew each other. During a meal with the five buddies, Kang Hee-ji mentioned seeing Ahn Joo-hyung at court. Ahn Joo-hyung still denied it outright. He claimed he hadn't seen Kang Hee-ji. After eating, the group planned to visit a cafe. Only Ahn Joo-hyung hurried back alone to the law firm. Watching Ahn Joo-hyung leave, Kang Hee-ji grew more convinced. This case was unusual for him. Back at the law firm, Ahn Joo-hyung sighed over the case files. Park Soo-jong wiping tears in court replayed in his mind. As the second hearing approached, while reviewing new documents, Ahn Joo-hyung unconsciously frowned. He kept loosening his tie, visibly troubled. Park Soo-jong's husband, Ahn Joo-hyung's client, came to the law firm again. Ahn Joo-hyung showed him Park Soo-jong's prepared documents. They detailed the husband's repeated ill treatment during their marriage. Ahn Joo-hyung fixed the man with a stern gaze. The husband insisted no, but added, by his standards. Ahn Joo-hyung understood the implied truth but did not press further. The man sensed Ahn Joo-hyung didn't believe him. Ahn Joo-hyung remained cold-eyed, seemingly emotionless. He stated that believing his client wouldn't affect his defense. As the second hearing arrived, Ahn Joo-hyung still had to face Park Soo-jong. This time, Park Soo-jong's gaze still lingered unintentionally on Ahn Joo-hyung. Only Ahn Joo-hyung continued pretending not to see her. Kang Hee-ji saw Ahn Joo-hyung and Park Soo-jong at family court again. She deliberately checked the woman's name. Noticing Park Soo-jong, Kang Hee-ji realized she was Ahn Joo-hyung's ex-girlfriend. In court, The judge asked Park Soo-jong to submit evidence of her husband's ill treatment. Park Soo-jong glanced slowly at Ahn Joo-hyung. Then she softly answered, "Number." Ahn Joo-hyung felt complicated but proceeded professionally. He urged the judge for a swift ruling. Kang Hee-ji told Bae Moon-jung about seeing Ahn Joo-hyung at family court. Bae Moon-jung revealed, Ahn Joo-hyung only avoids handling cases involving people he knows. Back at the law firm, Kang Hee-ji checked case records. She was surprised to find Ahn Joo-hyung wasn't Park Soo-jong's defense attorney. He represented the plaintiff instead. It made sense he wouldn't defend his ex. But now he stood against her. This deeply puzzled Kang Hee-ji. The next day, Kang Hee-ji asked Ahn Joo-hyung if he was okay with this case. Ahn Joo-hyung was surprised she knew about Park Soo-jong. Kang Hee-ji avoided eye contact and asked why he took the case. Ahn Joo-hyung answered coldly again. To him, it was just work. Before Kang Hee-ji, Ahn Joo-hyung acted indifferent toward his ex. But privately, while preparing documents, he rewrote and deleted repeatedly. Memory involuntarily drifted back to the past, to when he dated Park Soo-jong. They once happily ate grilled meat together. Park Soo-jong used to lean against him. She also accompanied him to court. She would wait patiently for him in the hallway. But now all that was in the past. On the day of their private mediation, seeing Park Soo-jong, Ahn Joo-hyung instinctively moved to leave. Park Soo-jong spoke first, asking if he'd been well. Ahn Joo-hyung hid his inner turmoil. He replied he wouldn't discuss personal matters. Park Soo-jong shifted to the case. Emotionally, she asked why he had to take it. Ahn Joo-hyung's tone remained icy. In this case, he wasn't Ahn Joo-hyung. Not anyone's ex. He was the plaintiff's representative. Seeing Ahn Joo-hyung distance himself, Park Soo-jong's eyes welled up again. She couldn't bear her ex, knowing her failed marriage. As she spoke, she uncontrollably cried before him. All Ahn Joo-hyung could do was urge her to gather evidence. Park Soo-jong looked down. She had none. Ahn Joo-hyung sighed and advised her to drop the case. Following his advice, Park Soo-jong finally met her husband's demands. She divorced him, forfeiting all assets. Park Soo-jong's ex-husband beamed. He gave Ahn Joo-hyung gift certificates as thanks. Ahn Joo-hyung responded flatly, but the man mocked him. He revealed he specifically requested the firm assign Ahn Joo-hyung the case. He knew about their past relationship. He believed facing her ex in court would unsettle her into giving up. Ahn Joo-hyung was stunned he'd been used. The man shoved the certificates at him with a smug grin. Ahn Joo-hyung tore them to pieces on the spot. He glared coldly, telling the man to leave. After the man stormed off, Ahn Joo-hyung turned and saw Kang Hee-ji outside. She witnessed him shredding the certificates. For the first time, she saw his pride and vulnerability up close. Park Soo-jong lingered downstairs. As if feeling indignant for him, Kang Hee-ji approached her, lying that Ahn Joo-hyung had left. On the subway home, Kang Hee-ji regretted overstepping. That night, Ahn Joo-hyung received Kang Hee-ji's text asking if he was okay. Park Soo-jong also messaged him. Now that the case was over, she wondered if he was her lawyer or just Ahn Joo-hyung. After reading, his gaze drifted out the window. His thoughts tangled in complexity. Last night, Ahn Joo-hyung met Park Soo-jong after receiving her message. The legal case concluded. Both finally sat down to talk properly. Ahn Joo-hyung apologized to Park Soo-jong. He pushed for mediation urgently because it was the only way he thought could help her. Park Soo-jong understood Ahn Joo-hyung's intention. Ahn Joo-hyung simply wanted her long pain to end. Ahn Joo-hyung gently said goodbye to Park Soo-jong. He told her to live well from now on. Park Soo-jong nodded quietly. She hoped they would both be well going forward. The next day, Ahn Joo-hyung waited for Kang Hee-ji at the law firm. He seemed to have something to say, but Kang Hee-ji spoke first. She mentioned asking Park Soo-jong to leave last night. She felt her action overstepped some boundaries. Ahn Joo-hyung asked why. Kang Hee-ji answered she just didn't want Ahn Joo-hyung stuck in the past and hurt. Ahn Joo-hyung didn't blame Kang Hee-ji for meddling. Instead, he stated the past was over. He hoped Kang Hee-ji wouldn't dwell on last night. Seeing Kang Hee-ji's office had no food, Ahn Joo-hyung gave her a big bag of snacks. At that time, Kang Hee-ji didn't know Ahn Joo-hyung had developed feelings for her again. At the law firm in Seochodong, Ahn Joo-hyung took another case. This client was a middle school physical education teacher. The teacher was sued by some students and parents. The reason was physical punishment toward students. The teacher firmly denied this. He stressed he only gave verbal warnings to students gently. To clarify the truth, Ahn Joo-hyung planned to search for student information on Instagram. But opening the webpage, Instagram required account registration. It also required agreeing to its terms of service. So, Ahn Joo-hyung skipped those steps. He went directly to Bae Moon-jung. He asked Bae Moon-jung to log in with her account. Bae Moon-jung only learned after asking. Ahn Joo-hyung hadn't registered. The reason was he didn't understand the app's operating system. He felt reading terms of service word by word wasted time. Bae Moon-jung thought Ahn Joo-hyung acted like an old person. Bae Moon-jung found the physical education teacher's social account successfully. She located one student who sued the teacher. The student's post contained arrogant words. It boasted they would teach the teacher a lesson if he caused trouble. Other students involved in the lawsuit liked this post below. After forming an initial judgment, Ahn Joo-hyung went to the school gymnasium. Facing Ahn Joo-hyung's questions, the students insisted the teacher bullied them. Then Ahn Joo-hyung showed them the account post. Seeing the students still making excuses, Ahn Joo-hyung threw out many legal terms. The children half understood these terms. Later, Ahn Joo-hyung called the students' parents to the law firm. To help Ahn Joo-hyung, Bae Moon-jung volunteered to join the meeting room. The children had admitted the false accusations, but the adults still made lame excuses. Bae Moon-jung became emotional. She nearly scolded these adults harshly for setting bad examples. Ahn Joo-hyung gently kicked her under the table. Realizing she was too agitated, Bae Moon-jung quickly changed her tone. She solemnly asked parents to fulfill their legal guardian responsibilities. Under both lawyers' stern words, the parents grew nervous. They decided to withdraw the lawsuit as the lawyers advised. At noon, Ahn Joo-hyung had lunch with Bae Moon-jung and her husband. He brought chopsticks for Kang Hee-ji too, but learned Kang Hee-ji couldn't come today due to business. Discussing this case, Ahn Joo-hyung spoke with relief. Fortunately, this client wasn't a bad person. Bae Moon-jung felt deeply surprised. In the past, Ahn Joo-hyung never cared about clients' moral character. Ahn Joo-hyung remembered. Kang Hee-ji said the same thing some days ago. Ahn Joo-hyung suddenly understood. Kang Hee-ji was influencing and changing him unknowingly. Recently, Ahn Joo-hyung couldn't see Kang Hee-ji. During several gatherings of their gang of 5, Kang Hee-ji was absent every time. Seeing the empty seat beside him, Ahn Joo-hyung felt disappointed repeatedly. Especially lately, Ahn Joo-hyung suddenly noticed. Kang Hee-ji seemed very close to Chang-won in their group. When discussing outing plans, Chang-won clearly knew Kang Hee-ji was unavailable. He knew her upcoming schedule. Their relationship appeared particularly close. But actually Kang Hee-ji's closeness to Chang-won had a reason. Recently, Kang Hee-ji was busy handling a theft case. A man was suspected of taking a forgotten watch outside a convenience store. However, the man claimed he was too drunk that night and remembered nothing about stealing. The police showed Kang Hee-ji's surveillance footage. The camera angle was skewed. It didn't capture the man taking the watch. But one thing was certain. After the watch owner left that night, only the suspect was outside the store. To uncover the truth, Kang Hee-ji went to a black bean noodle shop opposite the convenience store. She wanted to check their outdoor surveillance. The shop owner refused. He had a criminal record and wanted no legal involvement. To persuade him, Kang Hee-ji ate black bean noodles there daily. One day, Chang-won received a call from the shop owner. He was told to take Kang Hee-ji back. Chang-won knew the owner but didn't ask Kang Hee-ji to leave. Instead, he ate black bean noodles with her at the shop. Finally, the owner yielded to their persistence and showed them the footage. But the surveillance surprised Kang Hee-ji. It showed the man did take the stranger's watch while drunk. Seeing the theft confirmed, the man looked downcast. He was unemployed and drunk. Now he had stolen too. He thought he was like good-for-nothing trash. From a lawyer's perspective, Kang Hee-ji advised the man. The police footage alone couldn't confirm his theft. But Kang Hee-ji stated, if she were his sister, she would advise him to confess. Hiding the truth would cause lifelong guilt. It would lead to deeper suffering in the long run. To remove the trash label, the man followed Kang Hee-ji's advice. He confessed to the police. He promised to compensate for the watch. After confessing, he felt long missing relief. This gave him courage to move forward. While handling the case, Kang Hee-ji and Chang-won shared personal thoughts. Chang-won learned, Kang Hee-ji's parents died during her childhood. Raised by her uncle, she calls her uncle Dad. When Kang Hee-ji finished this case, Ahn Joo-hyung finally seized an opportunity. He hurried after Kang Hee-ji nearby and invited her to dinner. Kang Hee-ji agreed smilingly, but she still didn't realize Ahn Joo-hyung's feelings. Their senior partner assigned Ahn Joo-hyung a case with the upstairs law firm. Ahn Joo-hyung usually works alone and intended to refuse. Hearing Kang Hee-ji was the co-counsel, he immediately agreed. Ahn Joo-hyung went upstairs to meet Kang Hee-ji. The plaintiff, Mr. Kang, was a nightclub DJ. Once, Mr. Kang saw the club owner beating an employee. Out of goodwill, he reported it to police. Afterward, the owner fired Mr. Kang unreasonably for reporting. Feeling wronged, Mr. Kang sued for unfair dismissal. Ahn Joo-hyung and Kang Hee-ji analyzed the case. They identified the challenge, Mr. Kang's DJ position. This job had no labor contract or insurance proof. His work hours and pay were irregular. He couldn't easily qualify as a lawful employee. To solve the problem, Kang Hee-ji suggested first meeting the beaten employee. For this special fieldwork at a nightclub, Kang Hee-ji specifically changed into club-appropriate clothes. Only the old man, Ahn Joo-hyung, remained in formal suit attire. She stepped forward to remove his tie, then undid 2 shirt buttons, also made him remove his jacket. Now, Ahn Joo-hyung finally looked like someone visiting a nightclub. Inside the crowded club, Ahn Joo-hyung instinctively held Kang Hee-ji's hand. He guided her to find the assaulted employee. They asked the employee to describe that night, but the employee refused to cause trouble, insisting he needed no help. Kang Hee-ji insisted on giving him her business card. She declared no one deserved to be beaten. He could contact her anytime if he changed his mind. During dinner that evening, Ahn Joo-hyung noticed Kang Hee-ji's bracelet. She bought it when they were in Hong Kong 10 years ago. Collecting himself, Ahn Joo-hyung tried removing the club wristband from his wrist. Being inexperienced, he couldn't get it off no matter what. Seeing this, Kang Hee-ji took his wrist. She helped him remove the wristband. This small detail instantly changed the atmosphere around them. In the car home, Kang Hee-ji gazed at Ahn Joo-hyung's profile. Memories of their Hong Kong trip surfaced clearly. Watching Kang Hee-ji walk outside the car window after exiting, Ahn Joo-hyung's lips curled into a warm smile. Over the following days, Ahn Joo-hyung got inspiration while swiping his Metro card one morning. Kang Hee-ji also found a breakthrough point. From workers at their law firm's construction site, both confirmed Mr. Kang took fixed routes and times to the nightclub daily. They submitted this evidence during trial, thus successfully proving Mr. Kang had employee status. The furious nightclub owner threatened to fire Mr. Kang again for filing a false report. However, Kang Hee-ji had already obtained the beaten employee's testimony. Yesterday, persuaded by Kang Hee-ji, the employee decided to use legal protection. He finally wrote a statement about the owner's beating. Now, the bully owner had no choice but to leave resentfully. That day, Ahn Joo-hyung was pulled by Kang Hee-ji to hear the court verdict. Thanks to their efforts, Mr. Kang won the lawsuit. The unfair dismissal by the nightclub was deemed invalid. Upon winning, Mr. Kang cried. He didn't care about compensation. He just wanted to defend his hard-earned job and precious dignity. Since others had commitments, only Ahn Joo-hyung and Kang Hee-ji attended this gathering. Someone played piano nearby. Ahn Joo-hyung recognized the piece Kang Hee-ji played 10 years ago. 10 years ago in Hong Kong, Ahn Joo-hyung accompanied Kang Hee-ji to a restaurant. Kang Hee-ji had a piano gig. On the way, Kang Hee-ji twisted her ankle. Ahn Joo-hyung gently carried her on his back. That night, watching Kang Hee-ji play piano, Ahn Joo-hyung grew captivated. Returning, they discussed their dreams. Kang Hee-ji had no grand ambitions. She just wanted to keep playing piano to please her parents. Ahn Joo-hyung excelled at studies and debate. So becoming a good lawyer was his dream. After sharing dreams, Ahn Joo-hyung had Kang Hee-ji rest her feet on his shoes. He carefully applied ointment for her. To Ahn Joo-hyung, Kang Hee-ji looked incredibly beautiful. Also that night, they promised to meet again after returning to Seoul. 10 years later, Kang Hee-ji abandoned piano to become a lawyer. This was also for her parents. Her father suffered business fraud. Kang Hee-ji wanted to use legal knowledge to help her family. Ahn Joo-hyung praised Kang Hee-ji as always. She successfully overcame difficulties and did well. In Kang Hee-ji's heart, Ahn Joo-hyung had achieved his dream. He listened to people's hardships. He helped clear wrongful accusations. He was an admirable senior lawyer to her. To spend more time with Kang Hee-ji. That night, Ahn Joo-hyung took the subway instead of his usual bus. The night subway traveled through Seochodong's lights. Sitting side by side, both recalled together their romantic kisses 10 years ago.